We are auditing continually. Part of my job is to, every day, is to, first of all, review work orders. Before a work order goes to the shop, it is reviewed by either myself, the general manager, the production manager, to ensure that the right process is out here for our trained personnel. And there is a sign off and a stamp for that particular block. Very, very important, because if we don't do what the customer wants, then the customer has no assurance, that part being what they need. Then the other thing that we do, every step has got a block to it, and every step is documented as to what was done, when it was done. We also have temperature charts on the furnaces to tell how long at temperature, how much, there's a very, very tight tolerances on that time, that not too much time and not too little time. Then also, before the parts leave this building, they are tested, hardness tested on our hardness Rockwell machine to be sure that they fall into the customer's requirements or the specification requirements, depending on what is needed. And then before it goes out the door, I or the general manager, the production manager, review every work order before it is signed off and shipped. We stamp the documentation, the certifications are written, they're all stamped and approved as reviewed. So there's a very, very intensive review process to be sure that all the steps were completed, all the steps were completed correctly, and the process performed as promised.
Talk to me a little bit about, you have 25 years of manufacturing experience. Tell me, in that experience, in your mind, what differentiates Nevada Heat Treating from other companies?
What differentiates Nevada Heat Treating, in my opinion, is first of all that we're very, very faithful about following through with everything we said we're going to do. I've been just extremely gratified to have the support that I do from the top management. Processes are not gone around, they're not skipped, they're not shortchanged. Everything is as advertised. And when things are as advertised, things come out correctly. Our non-conformance reports, which document jobs that something wasn't correct, are less than 1/10 of 1% as far as being Nevada Heat Treat responsibility. We've got the processes defined, we follow the processes, we have trained employees, which is extremely important. And we have a good crew in here. They work hard, they know what they're doing, and they're very, very conscientious of what they're doing. And that is just a real plus for Nevada Heat Treating. It's a good team.
Tell me, if you have any part of this, as part of the certification, what kind of training do employees have to go through, and then also what safety elements do that?
Okay. Yes. Every process that we do, the employees have been trained to. And being a little smaller, I'm also the training officer. And so that every work instruction every work instruction that we have, I train to. They go through a formal training, they go through an OJT training, which the production manager does as far as the operation of the equipment and things. But as far as the classroom training, I do that. There is a test on every module, just to show that the effectiveness of the training. There's constant supervision, so that we have good confidence that the training is effective. And we make the corrections where necessary. If we find a mistake or somebody is maybe they're not doing it correctly, immediately we make the correction, document it, and get the person to the level they need to be. And then, okay, safety. Every person is trained when they come in here to hazardous materials training. We do use some very mild solvents and things. We're not into heavy-duty chemicals, but however, we do use acetone and things like that. They're trained online. We take an online safety course, each one. Most importantly, though, the safety of our employees here is based on the handling of materials. As you can see in this basket in front of me, I can't lift that. we work with heavy parts, steel. So it's very, very important that the employees handle the materials correctly. So every employee goes through an online forklift safety training, plus an OJT training with a production manager, and is approved to run the forklift, and also the loading of trucks and things. It's all very, very trained and supervised, if you will. And our employees have a very, very keen awareness of what they're handling, what they're dealing with, and are very, very conscientious in handling of the steels and materials.
Do you get involved with the emissions or anything like that?
No, I don't.
Hands-on? Okay.
Right.
Is there anything I haven't asked you about that you want to make sure you hear about that?
Yes, I think I'd just like to maybe elaborate a little more on the process-driven. That is the essence of manufacturing, is defining your process, running your process according to that process, analyzing that process, and if need be, make improvements. And we're always doing that, and we're always looking to improve based on our process performance. And the better that we run our processes, the more defined they are, the better the work comes out. And I think that is the real strength of Nevada Heat Treating. From top level ownership right on down through through us employees.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you. Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right.